Hi, I'm Ron Burgundy, and this is my calling group,
Coffee Black.
In recent news, Leonardo da Vinci created another masterpiece today, The Last Supper. It is acclaimed to be one of his most famous works of art besides his favorite, Mona Lisa. This painter, sculptor, architect, musician, scientist, mathematician, engineer, inventor, anatomist, geologist, botanist, and writer can be seen exclusively at this year's festival. Here's Coffee Black.
On a serious note, Nicholas Copernicus died today, May 24th, 1543, by unknown causes. He discovered that the earth revolved around the sun. Although the church didn't like him, and because what he discovered went against their beliefs, we should still remember him as a good man. And his talents such as a mathematician, astronomer, physician, quadrilingual, polyglot, classical scholar, translator, artist, Catholic cleric, jurist, governor, military leader, diplomat, and economist.
Breaking news! We've just got word that Crispy Bacon has interviewed William Shakespeare. Is he ready? Oh. Alright. Okay, let's see.
So how are you doing today, Shakespeare? I'm doing great today, Crispy Bacon. Shakespeare, out of all the plays you have written, which is your favorite and why? Well, my personal favorite was Romeo and Juliet because it allowed for thousands to connect and picture themselves in their place. Also, it remains one of the most influential plays in history to this day. That is one of my favorite works here. So what goes through your mind when you write these masterpieces? Usually I just go on the streets and watch and listen. This allows me to step into the culture and thoughts of the European people. Shakespeare, there is little known about your childhood. Will you elaborate for us? Well, I grew up as a child with a normal life. I attended grammar school, did chores, and studied hard. Then at age 18, I married the love of my life, Anne Hathaway. We soon had a child, Suzanne, and had two twins, Hamlet and Judith. Where did your plays take place? My plays took place in the Globe Theatre. It was built in 1599 by my playing company, Lord Chamberlain's Man. Did you use backdrops, lighting, and speakers to make your plays more gripping? No, at that time none of that modern technology had been invented. Instead we used natural light by having an open theatre, by having the plays during the day. Also we focused on the language to grip the audience. What was the ending of your playwriting career? Hold this. On June 29th, 1613, the Globe Theatre burned down when a cannon misfired and lit the theatre on fire. Ba-boom. Thank you for your time, Shakespeare.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Crispy Bacon.
It's that time of year again, the Renaissance Festival. To those who don't know, it has costumed entertainers, musical and theatrical acts, art and handicrafts for sale, and festival food. And want to camp out? Then this is where you need to be. If you want to stay another day, there are camping grounds. Right there. Blimey.
Action.
You know, Coffee, I also heard that Hugo van der Goes and John van Eyck were going to introduce their new paintings that they use with oil paints on a canvas.
Really?
And here's a new segment we'd like to introduce this week. Inventions with Coffee Black.
Thank you, Ron Burgundy. Galileo invented the pendulum and has made our clocks very precise. Way better than before. Great job, by the way. And the printing press can print our books much faster now. And no more books written by hand for you rich people out there. And most importantly, the English Army has made now something called a gun. You point at the end at people, pull the trigger, and most of the time they die.
You know, Coffee, these past couple months have also made some innovations in architecture. They're using these things called columns for their buildings in forms of Tuscan, Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. These columns, I guess, support the arcs on the buildings.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, they support... I don't get it.
Buildings used to fall over before.
Yeah, and now it just like stays up. It's like magic.
That's impossible.
I'd like to thank all our sponsors and loyal viewers for watching the 6 o'clock news. I'm Ron Burgundy.
And I'm Coffee Black. Thank you for watching CSR News.
Stay classy, Europe. Breaking news! Crispy Bacon has just interviewed William Shakespeare.
Surprise! I need my coffee black.
Yes, master.
This is dark gray. Take it back. I need it black.
Tuscan, Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. These columns can
Art and handicrafts for sale.